also an English terminology. You are cutting the slice of it, we say, right, in English. So something like that. From this whole list, slice of bread, you can say, from a whole bread packet you take some slices of bread, something like that. You assume this is your whole bread packet, the list as a bread packet, and you want few slices of the bread, something like that you assume. So this is the terminology we call as slicing. So slicing, let us see how can that be done. So the general syntax how you can slice a list is as follows. Let me write the syntax. List name, and within the square brackets you have to give start till end plus 1. Please note this syntax, and especially this thing, end plus 1. So whatever the number you give, same like your range function, it will count 1 less. The end point will be counted 1 less. So if you say from roll number 1 to 3 I want, you should say 1 to 4, so that it counts the third person, something like that. So this is how you should do slicing operation. For example, as I have said, I want roll numbers 1 to 4, let me say. So for that, what should I say? Students. My starting position is 1. Here we have to give the index. Please note that start index. This is the, sorry, here should I be giving that, right? I'm sorry for this. I'll write it again. Starting index to end index. So see, this is start index and end index. This is the computer's perspective. You should give the numbers in the computer's perspective. Here, to manage the human and computer perspective differences, I have inserted this dummy value at the 0th index. This is one way by which you can manage, or it's better that I recommend that you guys get used to the computer's perspective and code it in this way only. And the upcoming exercises will also be in that way only. We'll make you familiar with the computer's perspective. So don't worry if you don't feel this comfortable at this stage. Definitely you will get comfortable as you keep practicing. The key thing here is practice. Just keep practicing. You will find everything is easy for you. Fine. Okay. So I want the roll numbers from 1 to 4. Right? So how would I do that? From 1 to 4 is what I wanted. And please note here, it is end index plus 1, because same like your range function, this functionality, the slicing functionality also would count 1 less than the specified end point. So you want to count till 4, then you should specify it as 5. See? Let us see. See, this is written. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Akanksha, Arun, Harish, Lakshmi. This is extracted. So we have extracted the slice. And please note that it is not necessary that you have to give both these indices, the start and end. It is optional. So if I say students, and if I just give colon, what happens? See, entire thing is taken. So what does this mean? The default value, they have some default values. That means if you haven't specified something, what should the computer do? That has also been defined in Python. So the default value for start is the actual starting index, that is 0. The default end value is the total length minus 1. See, because there are 7 elements in the list, so it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 minus 1. Length minus 1 is the default end value. 0 is the default start value if you don't give anything. So this is also one way by which you can extract out the entire list. This is slightly roundabout, but if this would actually give you the entire list, this is yet another way by which you can get the entire list. And if you just give the starting value and you left end value as such, what happens? Let us see. See, I am giving the third person and I left the end value blank. What happens? See, from index 3, the third person Harish, till the end it has taken. So whenever you don't give a value, it will look up to the default value and use it. So here you haven't given end, so it took the default end value of the length minus 1 and it has taken. So basically in English, this translates to start from the third person and go till the end. This is the English translation of this slicing statement. Okay, what if you don't give the start value? Simple, it will take the same default value 0. Let us see that too. Okay, I am not giving the start value. I'll say up to 5. So up to index 5 it has to stop. So that means the 4 persons it will take. See, it has taken from the beginning. It has stopped before the index 5. See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. At Lakshmi it has stopped. See, the end value is always when it reached 5, it will skip it. It will not consider 5. So till 4 it has considered. So I guess you understand the slicing mechanism now. That is, to extract out the subset of a list, we use this slicing. The start value and the end value. End value, please note that you have to give 1 extra, because same like your range function, it would stop counting when it reaches this particular given end value. The given end value here is 5. So when it reached index 5, it stopped counting. It had quit. It had counted only up to 4. So you have to make sure that you give the indices such that you extract out the parts that you need. And if you don't give start value, the default start value is 0. If you don't give end value, the default end value is, I'm sorry I had said that as length minus 1, it is length. See, because we are giving 1 excess, right? Till length minus 1 you wanted to move. Means you have to give length as the answer. So the default end value is, let me write it as comments here. Default start index is 0 and the default end index is nothing but the length of the list. Length of the list. I'll highlight this statement. Default start index is 0. The default end index is the length of the list. These values will be taken only when the user has not specified the value. That is, see here, start is specified, end is not specified. So in that case, this start value will be taken, and since end is not specified, it will look up to the default end value and take that value. Here end is specified, start is not specified, so it will take up the default start value. Only when you don't give any value, it will take the default value. If you have given some value, it will take the values that you have given. Okay, so let us see one more thing. Students of 2 to 5, let me say. So it has taken indices 2, 3 and 4. It has just printed that thing. So when you have given the values, it will take the values that you gave. If you haven't given the values, it will take the default values. That is what the concept of default value is. If you have some experience of C programming, something like that, you have something called a default block. In switch case, default block. Have you heard something? You can relate it to it. It is very similar to that. Even if you haven't heard, please don't worry. The concept is, if the user has provided something, that has to be taken. If nothing is provided, take this particular standard value. Default can be translated to standard values. So these are the standard values that has been defined. This will be taken. Alright, I hope you have seen the different operations in list. These are not the only operations that can be done in list. There are a lot of them. You can refer to the documentation online. I would recommend that you guys please try with different kinds of list, different things with numbers, names, with floating point values. Maybe for that you can take the tax calculation, for example, because if it is 14% tax, then when you multiply 0.14, you will get some decimal values, the floating values we call that in computer science. You can get that as well. So I would like that you guys try different data type list. This we call as data type. That is, the data is of type integer or a floating value is something, but the decimal point is there. It's a real number, something like that. It's a string or a words, something like that. You try different type of data, different type of list, different type of operations, and only by practice you can realize that lists are really flexible and they'll come handy. Keep practicing. Thanks for watching the video. Happy learning.